need.
That's 4 dummies here,
Thursday.
but we got more than 4.
What's going on here, man?
And we're not at the usual bar.
Where are we? Where are we at? This guy's
house.
We are at my bar this time.
Is the bar. This is nice, man.
I have
Good digs
welcomed
here.
the crew over, to get them out of their comfort zone. Maybe we'll get a little bit different review tonight.
I don't even know these guys. I saw the door was open.
We grabbed him off the street.
Somebody walk in with a bottle,
You lost to Purdue tonight. We saw him just walking around outside, head down.
He did bring us a bottle, though.
Down on his log.
By the way, double foul is the equivalent to alternative facts. Okay? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Let's talk about the bottle, boys.
All right.
What you got?
Keith Peterson, you're going to love us for this one. It's not the 21, but it's the Highland Park 18. We've been after this one for a while.
Look at the color.
Very excited about this one. Natural coloring, according to the bottle. A little bit about Highland Park, guys. Orkney.
Way up there.
Way up north, West Island. Probably about as far northwest as you can go in Scotland, I guess, right?
Pretty much.
Highland Park's
Still
been
be on
around
land.
for a long time, 1798. So it's an older one. We've tried some of the other. We had Highland Park 12.
Yep.
We've tried some of the other ones at some whiskey tastings. We've been waiting for this one for a while. This one's a
This is
good
the
one.
first time.
This is about 135-ish,
Very first time.
I think, is around the neighborhood. 43% ABV. I said natural coloring. What else do I want to say? 18 years.
What is
and
the
from
bottle?
reading this,
What is there?
from reading this, the way I understand it is it spends all 18 years in sherry casks.
By the color, I would
From
say
Spain.
that's
So
possible.
sherry oak
It's
casks
a very
from Spain.
gold color.
Yep.
It's I love this line though. It says hand cut. The peat is hand cut from Harvester Moor. You know what I mean? So they're telling you exactly where this peat's coming from. They're proud
from
of it.
old guy.
Yeah,
He goes
they
down
look
and gets
down
it
this
for us.
street,
That's awesome.
He's cutting this stuff for us, and he's a harvester, right? Everybody.
I think he
knows
has
that.
monkey shoulder.
He probably does. So I don't know. Let's dig into this. I'm very excited about seeing what this is.
I got a lot of honey.
I'm not going to tell you what you should smell. I'm going to leave the bottle alone. Let's just reach and find out. What
It's
we
got a lot
so-
going on in this glass.
I will say this is kind of funny, but I smell a hint of coconut. Ooh. Put the lime.
I did too.
I'm serious.
I did. Now that you mentioned that.
Just a hint of it.
There's a nut.
Mostly honey, but there's a hint of coconut in there.
Yeah, I don't get any coconut.
I ain't get no coconut in there yet.
But I'm not saying you're wrong.
It smells sweet.
Yeah,
sweet.
I
It's
smell
smooth.
coconut.
It smells light.
It's
doesn't
got
burn
that
my
honey
lips.
floral.
Mental. You put the thought in my head. Mental. It's mental, mate.
It does happen. If someone mentions
It happens.
Marzipan.
like marzipan, what the
It
hell?
It's right
You guys
here.
didn't repeat that because you didn't know what it was.
I still don't know what it was.
I know.
I
Why
feel
is
like
that
you made up a
pear
word.
that I smell?
Spun sugar.
Indeed.
We
See?
should have definitely some pear.
Almost
a
famous.
plaque of quotes from Sean on the wall.
Just because I can come up with some good
You
stuff.
got some good ones, man. You're a chef.
There's some richness.
Please savor responsibly.
Yeah.
It's
not as-
so
it
it's
doesn't
not
say
as dark
please
in the
drink
glass. It's
responsibly.
really dark in the
I was
bottle.
expecting this to have more smoke to it. There's some there, but it's really on the
There's a
on the
lasting-
late palate.
It's late lasting smoke.
Yes.
I got
It's
coconut in
it's-
the palate.
Because I have smoke right now.
You got smoke?
Yeah.
the smoke on the finish.
We're
That's
gonna-
where I'm getting the pizza.
that's
I don't get any
That's
smoke.
a second
Really?
review
I
we're
get
gonna
like
do
a
it.
spicy cinnamon quality to
I
it.
do. I agree with you. I do too. I do. There is a little.
I don't really get
It's
any
not on
smoke
the nose at all.
No, I don't get any smoke on the nose.
No.
That's the truth.
It's malty.
It's malty. It's
It's sweet.
smooth. It's balanced.
It's got
It's
a long
18.
finish. It's
It's
just
18. There's a lot
lingering.
going on.
The
in it,
coconut's
right?
on the palate, not on the finish. But
How
that's,
often would you characterize Scotch with sweet? Because I don't know that I've had.
Well,
a
sherry.
sweet one.
Any Scotch that's been finished in sherry casks, you're probably going to
You're
get some
gonna taste
sweetness.
sweet?
Yeah, I mean, oak usually brings a vanilla flavor, which is sweet. Sherry casks, you're going to bring that red fruit, that dark fruit. And
Now it's got some
It just
malt.
almost has like a sugary sweet.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's not uncommon to have that.
This is a good Scotch. You can almost smell that spun sugar on the nose too. Like
It's got a
cotton
really
candy
long
spun sugar.
finish.
Yeah,
This
I'm still
this
first sip. I'm
turned me into a Scotch drinker.
Man.
So,
Not at $135 a bottle.
Multiple $135.
Oh, man.
You ready?
We might not really, but we'll go.
But yeah, we got to put water on this. And see.
I just
I mean,
did.
it's 43%. So
Man, this is tasty.
Yeah,
I like
I'm,
what the water
I'm smelling
did.
more of
You
the,
do?
the coconut or the pineapple.
you know, this is one of Keith's favorites, and the fact that we're putting water on it, saying you're gonna like what the water does. I'm curious to see where the comments come. But
He's gonna hate
it's
that,
all right,
but you
man.
know what?
Let us have it.
So I may have put too much water on this because I didn't have much in my glass. Oh boy, where do I start? Okay, so my wheelhouse is heavy, rich, smoky, or like deep fruits and things. This Scotch is really a blend of all the flavors that I have come to know in Scotch. You got honey, you have a little bit of you have some fruit in there, and you get smoke on the finish. And so the fact that it can do all that in one bottle, and if it's theoretically, so this is single malt.
Oh man.
I got it. Now the price is
Salty.
very salty. $135 a bottle or $120, whatever you see it for. That makes it not your everyday Scotch. It's not one you're gonna have on most bars. You'll be lucky to even find it in most restaurants. So I'm gonna give this, based on the balance, the quality, probably I gotta give it a 3. I was thinking 2.5, but based on price, but I can't go below 3 for what's in there. For the breadth of flavor, the changing of the flavor subtly. I mean, it just kind of rolls as different flavors roll through it. So I'm gonna give it a 3 based on the fact that it's just well balanced and really nice. There you go.
I was thinking 3 before you said that.
Alright.
I would have been, yeah, and sure, it costs a lot, $135, but it's also an 18-year-old Scotch
Right.
from a really reputable distillery. Anytime that you would order this glass, you knew you were going to get a fine product, and it does. It's got all the flavors that I like. It's nothing too heavy on one end. It's kind of right in the middle, and it's got just a great, long-lasting mellow finish. Love it. 3.
Great Scotch. This is really, really, really good. It's super smooth.
Get that
The
spice
finish
coming
is
on.
long. You can chew on it for a while. You know, I'm a big component on price, the bottle, and years, and everything else. And it's salty, right? But like you said, this is a quality Scotch. So you're gonna pay for some good quality Scotch here. It's the honey. I had some coconut. I know people were laughing at me, I'm sure, but I had some coconut on the palate too. Man, great freaking Scotch. You should go buy this one 3 all day long. Absolutely.
Not 3.5.
What do you
What do you give?
Alrighty. As a bourbon drinker, clearly not typically a Scotch guy. Last week's was pretty good though. I'm gonna have to do a solid 2.5 on this because it doesn't taste bad.
Like bourbon?
It's a lot.
It
doesn't taste bad.
Wow. Okay.
It's a
fair.
lot
That's
smoother than some of the other Scotches I've tried with you guys. I don't. It tastes more classic, like a classic
Yep.
Ron Burgundy Scotch.
I can get behind
Makes
that.
you kind of
Scotchy
warm.
Scotch.
Makes you kind of warms you up a little bit.
On a steak.
And it tastes.
Makes you feel
it's
like
sweeter.
you're sitting there doing bicep
It's not.
work.
It's not a predominant smoke or wood or anything like that. And that's what I like in drinks. So
That finish
I
just
will-
goes forever.
It does.
I will have to
Lingers.
stick with a solid 2.5.
You're up.
I,
You're up, Sean.
I'm really having a hard time with this one. To be honest with you.
Uh-oh.
Hair.
Here comes the 4, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Here comes the 1.
So neat. It was, there was nothing offensive about this Scotch at all. It had nice honey. The nose was good, but it didn't have that deep richness that I like on a really high end Scotch.
Lighter flavors.
Well, not just.
Which is why I like
It
it.
wasn't just the flavor. The flavors were light. It was that there wasn't a whole lot of complexity, to my mind. I mean, the honey was good. The finish was good. You know, you had some cinnamon, and it had a nice lingering quality to it. Water on it brought out some of the malty sweetness, so that was nice. For $135 though, I don't know if I can. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. I think that it's a solid 2.5. I debated on the 3 because when I put water on it, it really did bring out some nice malty notes. But neat. I just it's not deep and complex enough for me to give it a 3.
Yep.
There
That's
you go.
solid.
So I'm gonna go the other way. All right. So I am. These guys are coming up on their 100th review.
Yep.
I'm coming up on my
3 or 4.
review. So I'm quite the connoisseur now. Neat for me is far better than with water. And I don't know that I put, maybe I put a little bit too much water, but when I put water in it, it mellowed everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I lost, not that it's complex, but it is, the balance for me is perfect. There is a smokiness that stays, so that like the flavor is still there, but I don't have the oiliness that I've tasted before, where I feel like the drink,
Okay.
like I'm not looking forward to another drink because I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Like this is actually a good flavor that just stays with you, and I like that, right?
enough.
So there's a sweetness, and then there's the burn, but it doesn't burn your lips, and then you have the smoky finish that just kind of stays almost as long as you want it until you take your next step.
Yep.
So I'm at a 3.
You're at 3.
There you go. What you
Well,
got?
Scotch horseback, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
I think this is a great Scotch.
4.5.
Yeah, and I honestly, I really like. Yes, it's salty on the wallet. Sure enough. I'm not going to ding it for it because of what I like about Scotch. Neat. It was interesting. Actually, it was a little bit citrusy and lemony on the nose for me. Long lasting on the palate, definitely. But what I liked about the palate is it brought a lot of flavors, but they just married, balanced very well together. They didn't conflict with each other at all. The whole, from sip to swallow to palate to afterfit, it's just all well balanced. And it's been said that the finish just keeps going. I mean, honestly, until you take your next drink, there's a spiciness to the end of it.
A little bit
I
of
just
smoke
love
in
it.
there.
Yeah. I put the water on it. At first, I was a little uncertain what was happening. I figured I better leave this thing alone, let it breathe with that water, and then it happened. So I brought it over, stuck my nose in it. Actually, got a little bit of floral out of it, and I was like, "Whoa, where'd you come from?" Sweet. Then all of a sudden, the palate, it was mellow. I'm not sure if I like the palate as much with the water as I did neat, but it was
Keith will
still
say I
smooth
told you
and
so.
it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Sure, you guys say what you want. On the Scotch War, I'm in with 3.5.
Woo!
There you go.
All right.
It sounded like you were trying to ask it out on a date,
I do.
man.
I'll take her home if you guys are willing to.
So let's go around the horn. I got 3.
3.
2.5.
2.5.
3.
3.5.
So we're in the 3 range.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good
It's
glass.
Highland
a good
Park,
bottle.
that
It's
was
just a
3.
little pricey. That's
Yep.
really what.
Anybody want to start a GoFundMe account so I can get another one?
Yep.
Deal.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Lunch.
Thanks for having us at your bar.
Thank you.
Praise it more, but.
Hey, Scotch lovers. Thanks for watching.
Join in the conversation.
More videos below.
The Poke Market, subscribe.